I am F18 and my BF is M19. He's really stinks and I don't know what to do about it. So I have a boyfriend who I've been with for around 4 weeks and he keeps coming to my house, but he doesn't just come for one day, it ends up being a whole week. Recently I've noticed he reeks, like even after a shower he still smells disgusting and it's making me sick and I don't know what to do about it. I literally will not hug him or kiss or anything like that, mainly because of his smell, it's so bad. My nicely smelling bed sheets just turn into the smell of stinky bo. I can barely breathe in my room. I've dropped quite a few hints too. Does this mean we shouldn't be together? I heard that if you don't like their scent then it isn't meant to be. I tried to get him to go home yesterday but he ended up in an argument at home and just said he's coming back right after I changed my sheets too. Now he's just sat in my room stinking it out whilst I'm on the toilet figuring out what to do. Should I leave him? Like, it's so hard to stand that smell. What should I do? Update: I sat him down and told him he smells and it's really bad and it's a blast every time I walk in my room. His response to this was that he used to be fat. Breakup. It's only been 4 weeks and he sounds like an unhygienic leech. Bail before it gets serious. He survived for 19 years before knowing you for a month, he'll be fine. If you've been dating for a month and he is staying over for extended periods, won't go home and smells this bad, it kinda sounds like he is homeless. Could that be the case? You say he is showering and such and he smells right out of the shower. He could have an underlying issue. A female had an issue like this as a teen and I couldn't smell it, but people would make comments and I could scrub my skin raw and it wouldn't make a difference. My mum ended up taking me to a health shop where a naturopath was working and they suggested this gross drink, but I drank it for a week and never had an issue again. Hygiene is high priority on my list. I'd let him go yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, major hygiene issues like this mean someone is certainly not fit to be in any sort of romantic relationship, like he could genuinely get you or your family sick. I've had this happen once. Her scent is just smelly to me. Her body chemistry is repulsive to me. I know she took showers and was clean, but I just couldn't stand her scent. I think that is science telling me that we're not compatible. You should probably listen to your nose on this one. Lol. How does one stink after a shower? Does he not wash his ass? Is it his armpits or his breath? Either you're going to speak up and ask him WTF. I say break up with him. Who comes over someone's house for a week at a time too? He sounds like an overgrown child. If by 19 you don't know proper hygiene, you're gross and hopeless. Let this one go. There's no way you're still attracted to him if he smells like shit. Do yourself a favor. I mean, is there anything that justifies staying with him? Super caring, funny, or perhaps good looking? There needs to be something, otherwise it's pointless. Breakup. Hygiene is one of my biggest things, and the fact he is 19 is really saying something about his maturity. If you really like him then stay with him, but tell him and set some boundaries, because I know how you feel and it's awful. Is it because of hygiene, which seems so from your post? If yes, break up. If it is because, let us say, he sweats a lot, gift him a cologne. Tell him straight up what your issues are. Be polite about it. If he reacts like a little boy, re-evaluate your willingness to stay with someone who can't do the bare minimum of taking care of his hygiene. Also, you're 18. There are a lot of options out there, just saying. Would he be willing to wear air fresheners as earrings? Maybe put a couple mints in his belly button? Is his brother the one taking shitty water baths? This was recently posted. BF smelled after bathing and turned out he was using her toy in the bath and coming out smelling like shit. Ew, sounds gross. He probably has a medical issue and really bad diet to be leaching yuck stench. Get rid of him. His faux feeling don't matter. Find someone who showers, cares for themselves and respects you a lot. You deserve good respect and love. I knew a guy who smelled bad, and he couldn't do anything about it, but he knew the reason. His parents smoked inside the house. His hair and his clothes sucked up all the smoke, from the cigarettes, and made him smell like funky bacon. Since it's a fresh relationship, no pun intended, it's best that you break up. It's hard for me to believe that such a horrible smell doesn't come from being unhygienic, and I think that is a deal breaker in a relationship. I think I should be straightforward with it. Drown him in room fresheners, laundry detergent and other good smelling stuff. Yeah, that's got warning signs all over it. Run girl, it's not worth it. And if you are dropping hints and he's not getting the clue, sounds like you guys just don't mesh well. Get out while you can. The love word is a good manipulator. When you break up with people, they usually sit in the shower and cry under the water, so maybe it's for the best. Does he shower every day? It's only been 4 weeks and he's trying to move in. No, tell him it's not working out, don't elaborate, just say that and to please stay away from you. Stink aside. He sounds toxic. Going for a day but staying for a whole week, unwelcome? He doesn't respect your boundaries and it's acting selfishly by ruining your personal space. He might be a good person but he's not good for you. He can try again later when he's grown into a sensible adult, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Girl. You are 18. Cut this BS and break up with him. You're young and have plenty of time to find someone who isn't a moocher with bad hygiene. It sounds like you could stand to take a little time away from relationships anyway. Again, you're young. Enjoy being a teenager and growing up and quit worrying about finding your next boyfriend. Either he isn't showering right or he has a medical condition. Before breaking up and hurting his feelings that way, tell him he is stinky. Try to solve the problem in other ways, first. Even get him to a doctor to eliminate any abnormal possibilities. Don't drop hints, be direct. Maybe it's something he is eating, like garlic or raw onion. So my boyfriend used to smell bad. But it wasn't him that smelled it. It was his clothes. Even after washing them, they still smelled really bad. The smell would build up. I got him to start washing his clothes with laundry sanitizer, and it solved it. Why don't you talk to him about it? Literally sit down, important conversation about instead of ranting about on Reddit. This really isn't the question for Reddit. You're going to get a bunch of people telling you to leave him. If you actually like him, go get him some deodorant and body wash, shampoo and conditioner. You like the smell of drop hints, let him know. Don't feel rude by doing it unless it's just you that can smell it. Obviously get other opinions in real life, and if it's really like that, tell him what you'd rather him walk around like it and possibly get made fun of, then hurting some feelings. Leave. Seriously. Well, I don't stink and I won't beat. He sounds like he can't take a simple hint, so you will need to be clear. Have a friend show up and they stay inside while you go outside with him. Make sure he has all his stuff and say to him, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I want you to go and never come back. Good luck to you. Go inside and lock the doors. Block on all media. Get rid of him. He's in the hobosexual to hobo pipeline. Last thing you need is some of that behind the balls parmesan messing up your sheets, to which he will be oblivious of. Plus, 4 weeks. That's nothing. Run fast. I just want to point out that I know some people who, no matter how much they shower, they still smell bad. I think it's an internal issue. Or just their body natural smells. I would suggest having him take some chlorophyll, body spray, deodorant, bleach baths, and dial soap. But you can break up with him if you want, lol. Where on earth are your parents? Do you live alone? If not, have the older adults in the house ask this guy to leave. He sounds messed up. Are you sure he's showering properly? I had a roommate who stank so much we could smell him even when he was not there. It was awful, and he was showering every day. Found out he was not taught how to shower properly, like not using enough soap or only using shampoo once in a while. A shower with only water and no body wash whatsoever was an acceptable thing for him. Also, he did not believe in deodorant. Oh, and used the same towel for 2 years without washing it until it was literally rigid.